These are some common mistakes that designers make when placing human cutouts in their renderings. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this quick video, I wanted to share some tips and also point out some commonly made mistakes in renderings and visualizations. So these tips apply to renderings, illustrations and even hand sketches. So without further ado, let's get started. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon for notification. Number 1. Eye levels. As designers, we are always in a hurry to complete our visualization, but we most often miss the most fundamental aspect of perspectives, which is eye levels. We cannot just drag and drop cutouts into the image and expect it to be perfect, because this will end up looking odd in the overall composition. Instead, take a moment to figure out where the eye level is in the image and place the humans accordingly. Maybe we can just create a new layer and draw an eye level so that it's easier to place these cutouts. And all the humans that we want to place will have the heads on the same level, despite of them being closer or far away in the composition. This simple tip will instantly elevate your renderings, so don't forget to try this on your next one. Number 2 is unnatural poses. Now for a moment, let's take a look at some of these images of public spaces. Do we at any point see people standing and posing at the camera? Definitely not. Instead, they are all in moment and they are carrying on with their lives. So from this we can conclude that adding these kind of poses into our renderings will ultimately end up looking bad. When you go to Google and search human PNGs, this gives a variety of people. So these results are not specifically for architectural visualization, it's a very general search result. This includes advertising, graphic design, and every other field who would need a human cutout. There are two solutions to resolve this. First one is not to use these kind of humans that are staring at the camera and rather use these ones who are in movement and carrying on. The second solution is to use the keyword PNG humans architecture, which clearly gives better results. Number 3 is compositions. We just spoke about eye levels, but sometimes adding people just along a single line might just not be enough. We will have to think about how the composition leads the eyes of the viewer around the image. If there's a specific focal point in the rendering, and does the human cutouts enhance that specific focal point? Let's take a look at some examples right here. We can take a look at these examples of renderings where the main building is placed 1/3 of the composition and all the human figures are placed around in such a way that they create a focal point towards the building. We see the same thing happening here in this image as well. There are a lot of different people in this image, but they are placed in such a way that they create a focus towards the building and doesn't move your eyes away from it. Now before we jump on to the next step, I want to talk to you about my product, which is 50 hand sketch human figures. These are available as PNGs, AI, ABR and multiple other formats, and these will be highly efficient and you can just drag and drop them into your visualization or rendering. There's a limited time discount of 20% on this product and you can find the link to it in the description below. Number 4 is being too uniform. Let's go back to the examples of looking at photographs of public spaces. We can notice that there are a variety of different people of different age groups, different ethnicities, groups of people, individuals, couples and so on. So it's always better to have a mix of these kind of people to break that monotonous character in our visualization. We also need to think about the context of the project that we're working on. Is the design located in the middle of the city? Or is this designed for a specific community? This might definitely seem like an extra bit of work, but just searching for human PNGs and dragging them and dropping into the image might not add a lot of value for your visualization or rendering. Number 5 is inconsistent lighting. So even if you rectify all the above things and still miss out on the lighting part, there's a large chance that the rendering might still look weak. This is because the human brain always tries to find out the odd ones and things that do not fit in a specific scenario. So a human cutout with improper lighting will stand out when someone looks at it. Now a random PNG that you find on Google will most probably not fit into the lighting and mood of the visualization. So we need to do that extra bit of work to make it fit in. We can always adjust the temperature of the cutout, make it warmer or cooler, adjust the color balance and tint to fit them into the visualization. And if you're still skeptical after spending a long hours on your visualization, you can simply ask your friend and see if they find something odd in your rendering. So those were the 5 tips that you can apply in your renderings and visualizations. We hope you found this to be helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button and share it with your friends. You can follow me on Instagram and the handle is right here. I'll see you on the next one.